All right, we're starting now.
No.
Jingle placed
Jingle
here.
bell. Oh, no, that's copyright. Can't say that. Never mind. This is too bad. I love this song, man.
But yeah, for housing though, we come in September.
September
7th
So yeah.
is the first day of class. They haven't mentioned when we come in for housing. We're trying to get an apartment instead of what's it called? Dorming, because that would be just dumb at this point, and I don't want to spend that much money.
Yeah, it's also a lot of money.
If anything, I don't see why now they just do what we're doing now.
What do you mean?
What we're doing for the
online?
summer semester, everything online.
Yeah. It depends.
Like
it's important to have.
it's important to have
activity.
in class. Yeah.
Imagine for I guess technically you could do
Well,
Japanese
the thing
online.
for Japanese, it's still online anyway. The whole class is online for the fall.
Oh, this is not coming fall? Really?
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
wow.
entirely online.
Oh, wow.
So the situation, from what I'm guessing, is we have the issue that campus is open. We also have the issue that classes are half and half. Seems like from what you're saying.
Yeah, some classes have in-person meetings once a week. Other classes just have none.
And yet, for those classes that we do meet in person, I'm going to guess that the assignments are still going to be held as in an online
Yes.
sort of.
Even if we meet in person, all your works can be turned in online.
Right.
That's still nice, kind of.
Yeah.
Especially for those annoying professors that just constantly give you. Oh, it could still work. I was gonna say, I had a
Yeah.
professor that constantly gave in-class assignments and stuff
Yeah.
consistently.
I
guess
mean,
I'd work a little bit. Okay. Oh, sorry.
that's what happened to me too. That bug. I swear.
Just randomly come out. All right.
I was gonna say I just know those branches. Is it a bird making a nest?
No, that looks.
That's a good question. I have no idea.
Oh, actually, yeah. That's a really weirdest word.
Oh, or it could be.
I was like,
Where are they? I
maybe
don't
for
know.
the grill?
Yeah, maybe.
Well, you would use charcoal, wouldn't you?
You can still use wood. I don't know.
Guess so.
It's probably better to use charcoal.
Yeah.
But anyways, I don't know. So there's still gonna be in person classes. and
Once
stuff
a week
for you?
in person, it's half the class.
Only half the class.
Only half the class.
What do you
So-
mean, half the class is there, or only half the class, the time wise?
There.
There.
So it's if the class is Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Friday is axed. Half the class meets Monday, half the class meets Wednesday. And they said they're going to do some kind of hybrid thing where it's you can attend class via video
Okay.
and you'll be attending that way. You can't, raise your hand or anything. It's either that or you're assigned an assignment during the same time the class is going on.
It's awful.
It sounds
It
awful.
actually, that is I would say that is half commitment, half, you're putting your feet in two pools sort of situation.
Yeah.
I sort of agree with the fact, say you have a class of 30 and you have a Monday, Wednesday, Friday, half the class meets, 15 people meet Monday, 15 meet Wednesday. But I don't like the fact that, because I've seen this in classes where you have classes where you have assignments that are due on that day at the time of that class starts. I've never understood why that was a thing. I think it would be more of a better commitment for students to just say, all right, deadline's at 12, make that consistent for every assignment, rather than, all right, you have your quizzes due on, class time, you have your homework due on midnight. It's so weird. Yeah.
Rick.
I don't know how they're going to work out with attendance, too, though, if you're not... Well, I guess if you do attend the day you're supposed to show up, but, what about the second day, when you're supposed to be doing the work separately? Or via online, hybrid, whatever they're calling it.
I don't know. I mean, they can still keep track. They've been doing stuff online. You can keep track of. Okay.
That's not the gain, by the way.
That's not the
gain?
gain?
The gain is this
Oh,
side.
Gain's on that
no.
side.
Gains on this side. Michael, I would say, I think me and Nick were getting good...
Okay, I have to stop leaning back.
Good, meter.
All right, I'll
fucking
slide that
meter.
here enough.
Good input.
I don't have anything to hit on my back, so I can't just
Yeah, I
lean
know.
back at least.
Well, for me, it's I have terrible posture,
Yeah.
and lately when I'm on my computer, I'm not leaning back at all. I'm
Okay.
actually pushed up, seat up, but it's I'm leaning a little bit too forward.
That's good.
So
I I would have it just like laying back and stuff too much sometimes.
I was gonna say
leaning on
back
one
is better
side,
than forward.
leaning on the other.
I know leaning back is probably actually better than
It's
forward.
better posture-wise.
Because I'm literally leaning like this, and
Get this,
It's
The thing is,
get this back.
the computers that we, the chairs we have has the lower lumbar support, so we're supposed to be leaning back.
yeah, 'cause
Okay.
it will
It'll
actually straighten your
us.
back.
Yeah.
The thing is, that only happens when I play FPSs, literally. If you send me on CS:GO or Siege, I'm literally like, leaning back, and I'm actually in a good.
I'm the
posture.
opposite.
But if I'm doing anything else, it's like, it's like really bad.
Yeah, I want to get a new like whole new like desktop chair for that. Just don't like something more. I want something made for tall people. That's
Dude,
what I want.
I
want a
always,
chair
I
made for
always
tall people.
wonder that. I
It's
always
so
wonder
annoying.
that.
You know, like how you want something to rest on your head or something like that, but no, it's at your shoulder. You just laying
yeah.
back.
Yeah.
Like I don't know.
Like okay,
I can keep my back.
I know
straight,
this
like,
is an
I feel like
exaggeration, but like if Shaquille O'Neal wanted to sit in a gamer chair or a fucking computer chair, what does he use?
It's a good question.
Well, it can barely fit into a normal like
I mean,
car.
yeah.
Yeah,
so,
normal car.
anyway.
He has to get accustomed.
Like
He has to
anybody
get
that's like
accustomed.
your height, Nick, or above, I just wonder how you guys
annoying.
sit normally in a chair
You just kind of deal with it. That's all I can say.
over
You're
time.
given what you're like given.
Yeah.
And that's it.
I feel like for me though, I feel the opposite. With some chairs,
too big.
it's too big. I'm like my legs don't hit the floor.
See, maybe that's what tall girls should have been about. Like complaining about the actual things. We don't get good chairs. Our posture is like ruined from day one. You know.
Yeah. Have you seen Tall Girl, Nick?
Oh,
It's a terrible movie on Netflix about a girl with like a persecution complex,
Victim
because
complex.
a victim complex, because she's just like, I'm tall, no one likes me, they keep making fun of me, they're bullying me.
There was
and
only
it's
one
like if you-
instance in the whole movie.
Yeah, one instance in the whole movie where someone said something that was sincerely mean to her. Like other stuff is just like oh, how's the weather up there? It's like, who cares at this point in high school?
My comeback, the same as is down here.
Yeah. I'm just like, how could you not deal with that?
Yeah, that's happened before to me at least.
And then she's like, I'm 6'2". I'm like, what high school do you go to where you're the tallest person in the school at 6'2"?
Yeah,
Nick's 6'2".
I'm 6'2", yeah.
Although I don't know if you're the tallest in the school.
I was never the tallest in the
Yeah.
school.
Yeah, that's what I'm
there's
saying.
all
Like,
these tall
Stratos
people.
existed.
I'm like, my question for the show was, or movie was, where are the athletes? Where's the basketball team? Why is she complaining?
Why didn't she play basketball?
Why didn't she? That was another thing.
Where'd she live though at the same time?
New Orleans, apparently.
I mean, still like
Okay, that's still.
still. I mean,
Regardless, though, I'm like, my
I'm
question
sure,
is,
you know.
she's like, she complains that like no one likes talking with her and she's not that popular. I'm like, if there were, teams, they would approach her immediately. And if she was on a sports team, then maybe that would have helped her with her
I
confidence.
gotta say, man, all the tall girls in my high school were all the popular ones,
That's
except
what
for
I'm
like
saying.
one. And it was only honestly just because she just wasn't part of that social group. But she was still awesome. She was cool.
But again, like,
It's odd.
I don't know, like, just.
It was a weird movie. Like they were trying so hard to paint out being tall as like it kind of sucks, man. In like a sense of like social way, not like ergonomics.
I don't know. I really wish I was tall. That's just my thing. It's like I'm so
So,
envious.
so you can just go up and like get something from the top shelf.
I don't
Those
know, man.
dreams.
As a person that likes basketball and likes to play basketball, I just wish I was tall.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man.
You know, man. Like as a person,
give me 3 more
listen,
inches,
like
please.
we're below average. The average height I think is 5'9", I believe, for a
in the
male
U.S. In the U.S.
in the U.S. I'm 5'7", like inching to 8, apparently.
I mean, don't let your dreams be dreams. You can
Don't
always
let your
rock those
dreams
boots
be-
and then
Playing the
I'm
NBA.
wearing heels. I'm wearing heels, dude.
look like you're higher. Get those like boots and stuff that are like 5,
Oh, dude, you guys
4,
remember those
3
like,
inches
Yeah.
tall.
do you remember those like commercials of like shoes, like the boosts, and like you would think as a kid, oh man, my jump height's gonna go higher with these shoes.
Somewhat. I never actually. I wasn't really picking the shoes.
I don't know. I saw it in commercials. I just really wanted to jump higher.
There's on like the Air Maxes.
Yeah, the Air Max.
Air Maxes, everyone was just like, oh, we could jump higher with those on.
It's not the case.
It doesn't take any ability at all.
Yeah,
You
not
can just
athletic ability at all.
jump.
No jeans. Just all you gotta have is the shoes, dude.
What about those jump? Not it's like not shoes, but like for kids, you put those little bands on and stuff.
moon shoes?
Yeah, the moon shoes.
Yeah.
We talked about this a long time
Yeah,
ago.
we did. Jump out right there, man.
Dude, oh man.
Oh, imagine this. New idea. All right, live here. New sport, basketball, with jump shoes.
Moon shoe.
With moon shoes, I mean.
Oh, dude,
moon
wasn't
shoes.
there
All
like a
just moon
sport
shoes.
in like Europe or in America? I can't remember where. It was like basketball, but the court was just one giant trampoline.
No, it wasn't giant trampoline. It was like a grid of like I think 9
Yeah.
trampolines.
Something like that.
I remember that
It was
being
almost like a trampoline park, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember that somewhat. I think that was in America actually.
That was in
America?
America. That was in
Okay.
America.
I don't know. I got in a weird rabbit hole like several years ago of like weird sports. I think I was in a really weird mood for the day. Like I think it was like in Russia or something about like it's just like 5-on-5, just all out melee.
Oh yeah, the 5-on-5 MMA.
Oh yeah.
That one was.
I think you sent me that one.
Yeah.
Oh, that's super
feel like you
stupid.
said
That's
it.
just stupid.
It
That's
sucks
just
because
so
it's like
silly.
once there's a number disadvantage, it's over.
It is, yeah. And then like about the referees, like usually one-on-one stuff, you can like stop it. You know when like someone's
Yeah.
finished and stuff. For that aspect, it's like there's a few referees, not enough space, and the referees just don't know where to go exactly. Like, do I focus on these people? Do I focus now?
Was there 2 refs or 1 ref? I can't remember.
If it's a 5-on-5, if it's like, are you talking about 5-on-5 in the sense? Because there have been like 2 different 5-on-5s or like 3-on-3s, whatever.
It was
There's
like
been the sense of like one at a time, pretty much, and then the other one where it's just
Oh,
like
no, it's not round
all
robin.
5, pretty much.
All
like
5.
all
It's
5
all
beating
5
up.
just
Yeah, there's
beating
like
each
2 or
other up.
3 referees in that case.
Okay, that's
and it's
not-
crazy.
They need
still not
a
enough.
1-to-1 per pair, like a 5-ref
Yeah,
situation.
something like that. Cause like, oh my goodness, it's like
And they're not all the same weight class either.
yeah, I was gonna say that like you see the small dude
Yeah.
getting beat up by like the most like ripped guy. It's like come on, man.
They put it 1-on-1 for a reason because all the technique and stuff that you
Yeah.
can look at and kind of figure out what their
There's that,
game plan is.
and there was it chess boxing? I remember that
Chess
as well.
what's
Chess
chess
boxing?
boxing?
It's like a round. You have a round of boxing, and then you have like a set amount of time for chess. And then a round of boxing, a set amount of time for chess.
This sounds like an experiment. Like
I don't know if it was
some kind
chess
of
boxing or
mental
like MMA
experiment.
boxing. It was like they immediately would like bring the board. Like they had to get off the ring, go to the board, and just play chess for like 2
Oh,
minutes.
that is just silly.
And they had the
really
clocks
stupid.
too. It was
They
pretty
gotta- they gotta
funny.
think about it.
You had to think about your moves after you got pummeled.
I feel like that's like an experiment to see like, okay, when your adrenaline is running, are you performing better at chess or something? Like that's my only thing. Like I can.
Yeah,
I
it's
guess,
like, can you think properly?
Can you think properly while you've been punched in
Yeah.
the face 30 times?
After you took a right hook.
Like, I don't know, it's some weird sports, man.
I just
think
think
the,
Oh, go ahead.
go- I was gonna say also there's the slap boxing
I was
in
thinking
Russia.
of the same thing.
Yeah,
We have to hold on. You just like slap them in the face. over
some
and
of those
over,
I'm just
back and
like
forth.
some people like I'm like the way they hold the table. I'm like it's not proper, man.
It's not. Who cares? But
Well,
at the
who
same
cares?
time, like
That's technique, bro. Like
there-
Southpaw.
Yeah, there's some people like get completely knocked out from it. And other people are like they get knocked out while like standing and stuff. And they can't. They just can't do anything.
Yeah,
They're
they
just
can't support
standing there.
themselves.
Yeah.
God. I was just watching those. I'm like, that's crazy. I'm like, I'm pretty sure people are getting hit, and it's like getting hit in like football.
I remember something else. Yeah, it does hurt a lot. Something else in Russia or something like that, like around that area, is like a competition that you put this rubber band or something like that on your ear and another person's ear, and they try to like pull back and figure out whoever quits or whoever
What?
it comes off, right, loses. Pretty much, because like a horrible like it hurts you a lot, just right behind your ear, just both pulling at each other at once.
Dude, what if you just bail just to let the band hit the other person?
Like, well, the thing is that what if the band breaks?
I don't
Who
think,
wins
no,
then?
it's a thick band. It's
Yeah,
not
I don't
like
think
a-
the band
okay.
would break.
It's not just
though.
some like
It's your ear.
yeah, it's supposed to go all around your ear and
God.
stuff. It's like a thick band and stuff.
All right.
Gotta be a man like Russia. Man, like
Russia's-
yeah.
Russia's a really like crazy place. I don't want to like go too crazy down this rabbit hole about it, but like, you know,
No, Russia's crazy.
they should.
In a different way.
in a different way. It's not a bad
Yes.
way. Sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes, yeah. Like at least what I've heard is like they don't really sometimes have much to do, in a sense.
You
That's
really-
why you also see like random people. Like that's why you see like those type of sports and stuff.
I mean,
You know,
they have hooliganism. Like, okay, so I heard about a story where, so they have soccer clubs, right?
Mhm.
And it's kind of like how like fandom in sports is here in America, but they go crazy. So they just go, like, all right, so say like the team from Moscow plays like, I guess like the team from St. Petersburg.
Mhm.
The fans will just have like flags, and they're just like a fucking army, like in the woods, middle of the woods with flares in the middle of the night, and it's just like this is their turf and this is St. Petersburg turf, and then they just brawl in the middle of the woods, right before the game that they're about to go watch.
Mother Russia.
That's what the hell they
Exactly.
do. They just fight each other because they love their team so much.
Vodka, fighting.
It's like, dude, that's amazing.
Crazy.
Well, the vodka probably helps with the fighting.
Yeah, I mean,
Less pain. Probably don't hurt as much.
but yeah, I was just like, you know what? That's crazy, man. What if we had that in America? But then again, that's probably not.
It's a cultural difference.
Is it an ant?
That's an ant.
That's an ant. That's okay.
That's a.
I don't know. Are we just gonna look at ants now?
I don't know. I just got distracted by it.
No, there's also like this weird thing like people like there's a few Russians and stuff that like make videos of like climbing up different towers.
Oh
and
yeah,
stuff.
those videos.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
They like
One of them died.
Hardcore parkour.
Yes, some
Like
people died,
recently.
yeah. Kind of, yeah.
They fell
Yeah,
off
they-
a building.
Yeah, they try to climb like the tallest buildings in the world.
Oh dear.
No harness. or anything like
I
that.
watch some of those videos and I literally feel scared. Like I just want to shit my pants.
Oh, I do as well. It's pretty crazy at least. Like I don't like I don't know. Like there's one in like China and stuff that like they have to get inside, not get caught, get to the top, climb to the highest point, and then climb back down and not get caught. But they're also like you know like those other cranes and stuff. They're also getting on those cranes and
Yeah.
stuff. They're
Yeah.
like hanging from like their arm and stuff.
Yeah.
You can see the smog over this like the city in China.
Jeez. This reminds me of that video game. What is that game called? Mirror's Edge.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how it was. It's like you just go all these things. Don't get caught. You gotta go to the top. Don't get caught, and then you leave.
And then if you do get caught, you have to make sure to hide your like SD card or whatever and stuff so they can't find it, so they can't like get it
That's crazy.
because like you're videoing it and they'll want to take away the video footage. In some cases, you can just bribe them. It works. Like I also started watching, or not recently. It was a while ago. This YouTube channel that goes through different kind of places that are no longer kind of inhabitable, and not inhabitable, but places that are kind of ruined in a sense, right? Where like old hospital, old amusement park in different areas all across the world.
So like
and stuff.
they visit like abandoned.
Yeah, abandoned
stuff.
place. Yeah.
Okay.
And they just go through it in China. I remember they had like specific like they're going to an amusement park in China. First off, the one thing it says like, yeah, we're carrying money to bribe anybody we see, and just so we don't like just kind of get away with it and stuff, so don't get in trouble. And then number two, also apparently at this old amusement park and stuff that like has been run for multiple years, there's like random like small police cars there. Like again, no one there at all, but they put them there to kind of ward off people and scare them.
Just to
pretty
scare
much. Yeah,
people?
like scare people. It's like security's here, and you can't enter. And it's just like, okay, no one's here actually,
Yeah.
but they're just placing stuff here randomly.
That's really, for me, that's just like, dude, like I wonder how many places just kind of just go out of like business and it's just left alone.
Well, China's going through their housing crisis right now and doing
they
that.
are? Oh, with the over creation of
Apartments.
apartments and stuff. Those
Yeah.
random cities and stuff that they're creating with like
It's-
nobody lived there.
Nobody lives there.
That's crazy.
It's the same as the 2008 housing crisis when it comes to investment. I'm pretty sure it's how it went down. I think, like, they were all investing into just these apartment complexes because it was like some kind of like government thing. So it's like if you invest it, you have guaranteed cash back.
Yeah.
So the more you make, the more money you earn.
Does sound
Essentially.
very 2008 housing
Yeah.
crisis like.
And essentially, because it's the more you make, they don't put too much in terms of quality.
Yeah.
So a lot of it's just getting ripped apart.
and not being used as much. Because
Yeah.
it's not like you can't just build up a city randomly and all this stuff. Or like build up all the locations to live. There needs to be jobs there.
People to live there.
Yeah. There needs to be some sort of market there to be able to live there. And like the creation of it and
Like,
stuff.
the idea of like doing it all is fine, but at least have some quality control.
It's China.
It's China though, that's the
China.
thing.
That's what you're talking about.
Man, I feel like that's gonna happen though, like, cause like I feel like cause like we just drive around and like we see all these things that
Yeah,
are
the
popping
apartment
up.
complexes.
It's like it's gonna happen here too, but
Yeah, we're gonna have a housing crisis here in the U.S. pretty soon too.
That's different though.
it's a little
It's
different because
different,
there's a
it's
lot of
different.
factors going.
a lot of
into
different
it.
factors here in terms of like, it might just be another banking crisis, just because from what I'm hearing from people and just noticing, like people talking about just like, oh, I should just open up a credit card to get this discount, and people are just opening up cards because there's like low insurance rates or not insurance. What is it? Interest rates, low interest rates.
Yeah.
Interest rates are like plummeting right now just to encourage economy growth, but we shouldn't be encouraging economy growth, especially like before COVID, because like sure, economy is like the best it's been in a while, but we're still not covering like essentials and stuff, and people don't have like cash on hand to pay for like whatever they're buying, as
Yeah.
well as like, you know, for a rainy day, like a broken car or an injury, to pay for like healthcare cost.
Yeah. And then also, what was I going to say with that? There's the general housing crisis in some big cities where everything's just generally overpriced.
Yeah.
And there's the issue of people are going day to day. That's how they're spending pretty much. And that's all they can spend really. And what also happens is that in some cases, well, two things. One, in the technically, in a sense, the president is not in fully control of the money that's going into the economy. In a sense.
Oh no, it's the
Technically.
Fed. It's the Federal
Yeah,
Reserve.
it's the Federal
I'm
Reserve
sure.
that decides that in a sense. And what happens is, what I started like hearing about or knowing about, is that what's the term? The more money they're putting into the economy, although it does semi-stimulate things in a sense,
Yes.
right? And with all the spending as well, it can stimulate, but it's also just generally a bubble in the sense of, okay, everybody's living a paycheck to paycheck, but as inflation goes up, as they're printing more money and trying to put more money into the economy, paycheck to paycheck is no longer, viable in the sense
Yeah.
of there's more money in the system.
There's more
meaning
money in the system,
your dollar
but
is less valuable.
less valuable. Yes.
Right. I mean, you can buy less with it in a sense.
And housing cost, not housing. What is it? Cost of living
Yeah.
is also going up, but not at the rate that Well, cost of living is going up higher and quicker than what's it called? General, like the amount of on average people make money.
Yeah, and it's a horrible situation at least. And I started I was watching a podcast on a little bit about crypto. Or I guess it was partly about the economy in a sense right now, banking and cryptocurrency.
Mm-hmm.
It's so when inflation goes up, generally, the poor get poorer. In a sense, the rich get richer because it depends upon what assets they have. In a sense,
Yes.
so you have your underlying individuals who are generally low class in the sense of economic income, which cash, they're spending what they can only on the essentials. And those in the upper class have a lot of assets, a multitude of housing, stocks, all this
Yeah,
other
just
types
wealth.
of flow. Yeah. And there's cryptocurrency, which I just recently, I knew about cryptocurrency. I didn't really care as much earlier and didn't really know much about it. But wait, have you guys done any thought about cryptocurrency?
I thought
at all?
about Bitcoin
Bitcoin.
farming. Bitcoin farming.
farming and stuff.
I was thinking about doing it at one point.
Do you know why it's kind of interesting, why Bitcoin or cryptocurrency and stuff is so interesting in a sense?
It's not regulated.
Yes, that's one
Yeah.
part. It has a set amount.
Yeah, and a set amount.
How you can have inflation for the United States stuff, they can inflate by adding more money into the system.
Yeah.
Like things like Bitcoin and cryptocurrency, they have a set amount, right?
Yeah, so you can't introduce more Bitcoin.
Yeah, right. So it's like there's 21 million. That's it. They're setting it off, right? That's all they have right there is 21 million. You know, it's all across the world and stuff. As long as somebody is like running certain like computers and stuff, it'll always be there in a sense. Where it's not just like, okay, we have servers in one particular location, so the federal government can't shut it down.
Yeah.
Right. You can exchange actual money for it in a sense if they wanted to. It's not like one Bitcoin stuff. You have to have one Bitcoin. You can have like, you know,
Part of a
point
Bitcoin.
0.00001
Yeah.
in a sense. And I don't know. I was thinking about putting some money into Bitcoin.
A little bit.
It's
yeah.
been in like the back burner in of our minds, at least for
For me, it's like
very long.
if I had the disposable income to invest in Bitcoin, I would.
I mean, I remember when Bitcoin was like before the whole boom. Like I heard of it.
I was like
in high school.
I knew about it when it was worth $100
Yeah.
a Bitcoin.
I should have gotten it then.
I should have gotten it then. It was
long time ago.
Adam Savage's Tested, that YouTube channel. They bought their Bitcoin at $100 and they sold it for 200 on that channel. And then I think a year later was the boom.
Yeah.
Can you imagine? Like you just bought it for 100 and sold it for 200, thinking you made double the profit.
Yeah, double the profit.
And then it's like you could have made like 1,000% higher.
10,000%.
Now it's
Yeah.
or it started at 30. It started at 35 cents. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
the
that's I
dollar,
would say
you know.
that. Yeah.
And then now it's at 9,000
9,000?
per one Bitcoin.
Damn.
Yeah.
Last time I checked, it was at 6.3K. Should have invested.
Yeah, I
And
mean,
you still can get some. I mean,
Yeah.
a percentage of one.
if America fails, you know,
There's Bitcoin.
you can go to Bitcoin, and that might be, you know,
Yeah,
What
but
get
is
yourself in there early.
What are the other alternatives? Do they follow that same model,
what do you mean?
like Ethereum and all the other
Ethereum?
ones?
I believe so.
I would
And
hope so.
was it Litecoin or whatever?
Litecoin. I know there's like 5 others. I just
Yeah.
I can't think of them off the top of my head, but Ethereum is definitely one of them. Actually, couldn't tell who that was. Was that your mom?
That was my mom. Yeah.
Okay, because there's a glare. I
Yes.
literally just saw like feet
Just
and
a hand,
hands,
yeah, hand just waving.
and I was like, wait,
completely.
I'll just wave back.
Yeah.
I was like,
Um,
no.
Anyhow, get into Bitcoin when you can. Something like that.
Get in the market.
Because again, also everything's based off of like, since America in a sense is a powerhouse, a lot of
Well, for now.
yeah. That's what I'm saying. For
Yeah.
right now,
Yeah.
America is the powerhouse, so everything's based off the dollar generally, or most things are based off the
It's the
dollar.
strongest currency.
Right? It's the strongest
Quotations.
strongest currency, in a sense. And this spoon is not clean.
I hate that feeling so much.
Oh, is it? No, it's just old. Never mind. Alright, it's clean. It's just old. It's all good. It looks like somebody like tried to bite it.
We had a issue with our dishwasher.
Yeah, I had to fix it.
No, meaning
Right.
like there would just be straight up dirt and like other shit.
Oh,
No,
the
the reason why
spoons.
that happens is because me and Dad had to fix it. We opened up the thing.
Yeah.
There's the thing that chops up the food,
Oh,
and
Yeah.
that can get clogged up.
yeah, sometimes.
Like what happened with me and Dad was we found a screw in there. It was blocking it.
That can happen.
No. Yeah. That's why you need some maintenance, here and there.
Oh, what was it saying about Bitcoin and stuff like that?
We should invest in it.
Really
just in case
invest in
everything
it.
goes
U.S.
down.
powerhouse. Yeah.
In case America, just
That's like some people are saying we should go back to the
Down.
gold standard.
What are we using now? Just
It's fiat, meaning we put the value in it. It's not based on anything.
yeah.
It's what we perceive it to be valued.
okay.
The only reason why you do something like that is because it gives the Federal Reserve more power
Yeah.
to change the amount of the currency
Yeah.
and to adjust inflation as they see fit. Problem is, you have so much conflict of interest with these, leaders in
Yeah.
the Federal Reserve, because they're sleeping with corporations.
Yeah.
So they will do whatever it takes to keep getting paid to be on the board or to be the chairman and try to stimulate the economy in the short term so they can be reelected, essentially.
Yeah.
Dude, I've been noticing that like a lot of the big companies right now in 2020 have been just trying to save their asses
Yes.
in a way.
Yes.
That has been like the talk of, from sport to to political, landscapes, to a lot of things, and it's just like, damn, this year's been really
It's eye-opening, if anything.
eye-opening for most.
Because if anything, once we're finally all released and the vaccine's out, we're gonna hit like one of the worst economic crises the world has ever seen.
Possibly. Get your job while you can. Possibly.
Yeah.
Move to a different country. I don't know.
Dude,
I've been heavily considering that right now, especially with the way politics has been going. I just see no hope.
It's just
in it.
It's just I don't. You have these multitude of ideologies in a sense of, like, the Democrats, liberals. They're just facing off against each other.
Yeah.
I'm starting. I don't want to take this in a bad way at all.
Like politically, or
Yeah, politically.
yeah, I mean, yeah, we can. You don't have to.
Yeah, no, it's good too, but I don't want to go too heavily into it. 'Cause it's just kind of different views, but there is a high divide. At least in some countries, there is a divide in a sense, but at least there can be a common understanding. But in this case, it's just like completely
It's polarized.
Yes, generally, superly. Yeah, it's very polarized to a high extent, in which people are not working together.
Yeah.
And it's not coming with opinions results, and it's not truly about what's going to actually benefit and what's going to work in some extent, but rather, again, how do we just fight the fire at the current moment?
Yeah,
and
everything's.
please the masses in a sense.
It's always in the short term too. In
Yeah.
economics, that's something that annoys me because we're always supposed to be preparing for the long term,
Mhm.
and that's just not what we're doing. We haven't been doing it for years, and that's just what's been
Almost
happening.
a straight up decade at this point.
What?
Decades.
Decades.
Not just years.
And just the breakdown of just support systems in the country. Then corporations taking over.
If there is a certain country that you would want to move to, what would be your choice?
My choice?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody can
any
answer
country.
this.
Any country.
Any country.
Easier this. I wouldn't say tier list, but
Okay,
top
okay.
three. Top
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Yeah.
top three. That'll
I'd
be a
say
little funny
Japan
choice.
would be in there.
Okay, all right.
Was that a number
Alright,
one
you
choice?
know,
You actually,
lowering-
we're
I
gonna do.
wouldn't
really
say-
Okay, I have an
division
idea.
breaks.
Let's talk about why that is and stuff.
Why that is? For me, I'm studying Japanese.
Yeah,
I
of
could probably
course,
get a
yeah.
job there. 2, their economy is a bit more stable than ours.
That's true. They're also decreasing in population
They're
stuff.
decreasing in population, so
need to-
I'd probably have a
yeah.
decent chance of
Yeah.
getting in.
because they are now beginning to be
Yeah.
more open to, foreign people
Mm-hmm.
entering their country.
And I just feel like when it comes to like innovation and jobs, it's not like what's it called here in the U.S. where it's you have to. You can make a startup and stuff, but you need so much starting cash
Yeah.
and stuff like that to get going. Whereas there, currency and cost of living is a lot lower there than here.
Yeah. And then also people are, I don't know how to say
Generally
this.
nicer. I mean,
People are much nicer and everything's not politicized in a sense.
yeah.
People aren't worried about the politics at all. You don't have to.
Well, I think it's just because they are really they don't change much. Like they're really not accustomed to change as much. But they are changing in the sense that oh fuck,
Yeah.
decreasing population's not a good thing. But
Yeah.
But another thing is like when I see like things like, a natural disaster or something, they're on that situation quickly. They know how to handle it, and they prevent any damages or to people in the future. And then if you look at
Yeah.
like here, it's like
No, you have the health insurance that's much lower than America.
yeah.
I mean, I think it's much cheaper than any other
Yeah.
country. At this
Stable
point.
economy.
Hmm.
I assume lower population. Or did I already say that technically? Or whatever.
I mean, yeah.
You basically can easily
Basically, you
enter
can fit
into
in.
it. Yeah, you can fit
It's an
into
opportunity.
it. Yeah, it's a large opportunity. I believe there's also job opportunity with that as well. So there's still manufacturing,
Yes.
still doing a lot of other services.
Especially also if you put your sights outside of just like the major cities, which is fine with me because I
Yeah.
don't think I could survive in Tokyo, just because I don't like having that many people in one area. I've
Especially-
noticed that about myself. Like I get dizzy when it's like that big of a crowd.
I just want to push Michael into a crowd and just
Just take them to Disneyland.
Just looking all around.
Take them to Disneyland on
Dude,
July
that
4.
was me when I got separated in England when I was sick.
Oh
On the
my,
train?
To be. Oh, was it by yourself?
Oh.
When I was by myself, getting on the next train was hard.
Are you talking about like,
Or the
before
tube, as
we
they called
ditched you? When we ditched you, or
Both.
after? Okay,
Both.
Okay.
Because when the train, the tube I got on after you guys was the last.
Yeah, I know. We were
So-
really. The thing is, I said, well, the train where where the rest of our family was full. I sprint I was like, Michael, like, we gotta act fast.
Gotta go.
We gotta go. And I really ran, and then as soon as the doors were closing,
There's a fly.
Yeah.
as soon as the doors were closing, I jumped through. And I was like, oh, I made it. Did you make it, Michael? I turned around and he wasn't there. So, yeah, but I guess, but you were sick though. You were sick.
I was sick. I couldn't run. He got it. I think he got it.
Got the fly.
But yeah, you were sick the whole trip. That's why we joked that you'd never been there.
Yes.
So, what are your other two picks?
Other two picks?
Yeah.
So I would agree it's Japan, personally. But yeah, go ahead, Michael. Sorry.
I was gonna say Australia at one point, and then I realized a lot of their stuff's not going too well either.
Would
They have
be
a
better than
huge
America. Oh, go
Power
ahead, sorry.
crisis, though.
Oh, they are?
Not necessarily like as in political power. I mean like electricity.
Yes, that's what
is
I
a
meant.
problem.
So,
Yeah.
What do they do? That? Really?
I don't know. Past 3 years there was massive power outages outside of like Sydney.
I've heard
And-
about that, yeah.
There's also the wildfires.
The
once in a while,
wildfires, yeah.
There's like, technically, in a sense, there's also skin cancer problems and stuff because of the sun.
Yeah. I don't think
And
it can take the
also,
heat
I know
either.
this is the stupidest reason, but they got big ass spiders. I'm good, bro.
Oh yeah, and a bunch
Yeah.
of like different
Like
animals.
craziest shit that's out there, dude.
Like you can just like die from instantly.
Yeah.
just stay away.
The
like
spiders is like the biggest turn off for me from Australia.
Yeah, dude. Like I'm.
Just the variety
Not
of
even the
spiders.
snakes. Well, are there
Well,
snakes?
snake- there is
For-
snakes.
For snakes,
But
it's
from
like
what I heard, it's like not a lot of them are like extremely lethal, especially the ones that like make it to your house.
Okay, I'm not. The thing is, like, I'm cool with snakes, but I just don't like more than 2 snakes. Is that a weird thing to complain
What do you
about?
mean, like? What do you mean by more than 2 snakes? Define that. Like,
Just like I just don't like en masse.
like at once, like, oh hey, yeah, there's 1 snake right there, but there's not 2 snakes, so I'm good.
I
Or
think
it's
he's saying like,
oh,
if there's
3
like
snakes
10
right at once.
snakes there,
Oh, all
that's a
at
panic
once?
attack.
That's a panic.
Oh yeah, I agree with that. Yeah.
Like I think
I totally understand
What was
that.
that Indiana Jones movie where there's this fucking snake pit? Is that every single one?
That has to be like
Every single.
3 of them at the
I
very
just
least.
remember being freaked out as a kid when I saw that shit, and then ever since then I just could not
Dude,
stand.
you didn't watch? Did you watch Temple of Doom? That's the one with the kid.
Yeah.
What comes
I
down.
think that was the one that had it.
There, they had that and they had bugs. When the lady had to like reach into that hole for something,
Okay,
and they're just
I-
covered
yeah.
with bugs.
I turned my eyes. I closed my eyes when I watched that.
I saw that and I was on the plane and I jumped back a bit. I was like, shit.
I got scared on the snake pit, and I was like, I don't want to watch this movie
I'm finished.
anymore.
I'm gone.
But I still kept watching.
Turn it off. Okay.
I closed my eyes during the fucking bug shit.
What about snakes on the plane?
Snakes on a plane.
I don't think I've ever watched it.
Too many
Okay.
snakes
On
on this
this
motherfucking
plane.
plane.
All right, I feel like we've so diverged. We haven't even got your second pick.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah. What was your second pick?
I don't know. I mean,
Just think of the
I was
countries.
considered Canada
Just gotta.
just because they have a decent welfare program.
Hey, that's fine. That's fine. You know, I would say that's on my top 3.
welfare and healthcare program.
You
Canada's
shut
like
the-
number 2.
You have to deal with the cold and winter and stuff.
I'm fine with the
Summers are
cold.
nice.
I don't
likes
like the
winter.
heat.
Yeah, Michael.
Oh
Likes
no,
I
it
like
wouldn't be,
pass out with the heat.
it wouldn't be too bad during the summer then.
Yeah.
It'll still be tad hot, you know,
Yeah.
Mhm.
but maybe not as hot.
All right. What is your third pick? Even though that wasn't.
Third pick, I was like heavily considering like Spain maybe or like
All right, that's
maybe
my number
either
one pick.
Spain,
Oh, really?
Spain or
That's
like
my number one
Singapore.
Yeah.
One of the two.
Okay.
I love Spain. Should I go for next or?
Yeah, go for
Okay,
it.
I love Spain. It's not. I mean, I don't think I've done enough research for like all of like the welfare programs or whatever and whatnot. But there is a lifestyle there that definitely suits me.
What about the division?
Of
Like, there's
what,
like one part that
Catalonia?
like that
And
wants to be
Catalonia
like.
and the rest of Spain.
Okay, but like I will say, what if they do get their independence? I'm like, I'm a little indifferent about it because that's like the Barcelona sort of section of Spain, which is like
Uh-huh.
the eastern part of it. Because I wouldn't mind wherever I would be in Spain, if it's Valencia or in the capital in Madrid. But it's like the lifestyle there that's like super like comfortable for that. Like,
I understand.
and the weather, like it's like when you think about Europe, you think it's like cold and it's like
No, it's like northern Europe.
Yeah, North
yeah,
Europe,
it's like Northern Europe. But like,
Southern Europe,
well,
just
the thing
like-
is, you would think about that when you think about Germany, and that's not like Northern Europe or anything.
Yeah.
But Spain is just like this complete different outlier. I think along with France, I would believe, where the summers are nice and you can take a siesta,
Yeah,
you can
but
sleep in.
isn't there like a limited of resources and stuff there technically?
Not
I
necessarily.
don't think so.
No,
I wouldn't believe so, especially when they're not landlocked.
They're not. Yeah, they're
That's-
fine. I think they have. I think they have the same issue with Japan though, with the what do you call it?
Declining population.
Yeah, I think that
Really?
was from what I remember. Yeah, I think that would be
So that's number one. Number
that would
two.
be number 1. 2, I would say Canada because I just think that the culture shift won't be too bad unless I move
Yeah.
to Montreal or something,
You have to speak French.
where you have to speak French, which I don't.
Well, you can still speak English, but you can learn French.
You have to learn a little French.
But like
Yeah,
I would
I'd
target.
prefer that.
I mean, I don't know maybe not Vancouver, but maybe a Toronto, maybe Vancouver. I know people there, but if there's any, like, I would say that's still like by comparison, like I would pick Canada over like say like England.
Yeah.
England's a little bit, I wouldn't say miserable, but I think politically it's about the same over there, almost.
Different style of humor.
Different style of humor,
More drinking.
more, more drinking, a lot of ignorant shit that go along over there.
But those little kids though, so cute. Those British accents
British
for little
accents
kids,
for kids.
just so cute. Seriously, I remember like going to England for the first time, riding what's it called?
The tube.
No, it wasn't the tube. It was a different train. It was the
Train system. They have
the train system.
Oh, okay,
what was
okay.
not Verizon? The white haired guy and stuff. He has something mobile. I can't remember.
oh my goodness.
He's
Virgin
like-
Mobile?
Yeah, Virgin Mobile. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a Virgin Mobile like train, whatever. And I remember like getting on. Like first off, we got there early in the morning. Our plane had to like fly around because it was too early.
Oh
It came like much earlier, so I had to like fly around in circles and wait for the airport to open up, and then landed. So we were like the first ones there, and there was nobody there at all. And we got on the train, and right next to us was like a little kid just like speaking British. It's like, oh, I don't say this about kids very often, but that's cute compared to other kids. It's a little like
little British accent.
British accent.
I'm not even gonna do an impersonation.
yeah. And also for Canada, I just imagine like living in Canada, and then a bunch of like you like live by the border, like a big city by the border. And
Vancouver,
once in a while, you
Toronto.
just look over the border and you see all like flames and fire rioting and stuff in the distance.
Yeah, dude. Like
And
you
peaceful
go
Canada
over
on your
like
side.
you go to where the Niagara Falls is, and you view New York, and you're like, oh, look at New York.
Mm.
It's on fire right now.
That's what I imagine in about 10 years or so.
I don't know.
if
So
I
I've
live
been
there.
I've been following a lot of people that are from Canada, and the way that they view like the stuff that we grew up with,
Uh-huh.
they're like flabbergasted. Like they're like, you guys have a Pledge of Allegiance in elementary school?
I think they stopped that now.
They
I mean,
stopped
they
that-
stopped that now, but they
when
were
we
like,
grew up, yeah.
when we grew up, like
It was
we
there.
had that, and they were like, what kind of cult shit is this?
Yeah, and then it's also kind of religious. Like imagine like somebody was atheist or like a different
Yeah, that was the whole reason why they got rid of
Muslim,
it.
you know?
That's
Yeah.
why they got rid of it,
Yeah.
because not everyone's Christian.
Yeah. But there's some other things that that we grew up with that don't exist now that are like, what the fuck? Like you guys have this? And it's like, well, yeah,
Sadly, yeah.
sadly, but
Generic.
but yeah, I mean, it's like that is like the one thing. It's like, all right, well, Canada seems like the very like, I wouldn't say neutral, but like, it is like it is what it is.
Yeah.
And then I would say, and then I guess for my third pick, Japan would be there.
Okay.
Just because general interests, and I think all the points that you've already touched upon, opportunity at this rate,
Yeah,
and the way that they have their, I guess like their welfare program or whatever.
A lot better.
Also-
But I do worry about a culture shock, though.
for Japan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
because
so-
I would imagine. I mean,
It's
comparatively,
one of the
to-
most, if not the most homogenous
Just
country.
make
Yeah.
your own community. Get a city. Say, hey, all you Americans, come to this
Dude,
city.
I don't know if you guys
There
have
you go.
seen this anime.
Start it up.
And I don't think you guys have. It's like Sakura Quest or something. I never finished it, but but it's all about like some like 19-year-old like straight out of college broke person who goes to like some countryside city that just needs like fucking promotion because they have like a declining population and everyone's old. It's like, dude, that's what we'll do. You know, that's what we need. A new community. Because I feel like that's what they did. I don't know. I never finished the show, so I would imagine.
I
That's
feel
how
like
they
you
went.
could, honestly, in Japan, if you really wanted to just make a community out there in some area, you could. As long as they let you, I don't know, rent out an area or
Dude, would
purchase
that be
land.
like akin to like how there's like the New Yorkian Italian community?
Maybe. Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
you could have like little
China-
United States.
Yeah.
Or cheese side.
Little America.
Little America.
I
Chisai,
don't know.
America, Gene?
America Gene.
I don't know.
I don't know. So,
A
but
really weird place.
I would feel bad for anybody who's what's it called?
The people that has been
Yeah,
there
like
forever.
they've been there for a while. Is old, like anybody who's old or something like that. It's like all these Americans. What?
I feel like, hey man, we did that to the indigenous people of this country. we took their names and we took everything from them. But I mean, you know, I feel like that's
I feel like if we could have like a Chinatown situation, that'd be hilarious.
That'd be
America
amazing.
Town.
Like America
Oh,
Town.
exactly.
Well, I can see that actually.
It'd be hilarious. Just
I
like,
feel like wait, doesn't like Singapore have that or Taiwan?
I don't remember.
I don't know.
I don't know. Some I know.
It's like a
there's some-
small like shopping district, right?
Yeah, in a sense, where you have like you can also live there in housing. and
You
stuff
have
like
housing
that.
at the top, but like in the bottom, you have like a barbecue, Texan barbecue.
Yes,
Yeah.
dude.
And
Texan
then
barbecue,
next to it, it's
pizza,
like pizza, American
wings,
pizza,
American
wings, with a sports bar.
sports bar.
You
yeah.
know McDonald's is around the corner.
McDonald's has to be there.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
that's got to be a
You have
staple.
Starbucks as well there.
Yeah, you gotta
Starbucks.
get everything.
Got to check all the marks of
KFC.
stereotypical U.S.
Gotta make sure you have a good hamburger place, barbecue, pizza,
soul food place.
soul food. Oh yeah.
Yes, dude. Oh, dude, yeah, I can. Okay, I think I can see that. I think I can see that.
I
now.
could see that being successful too.
and it's like in a non-harmful way, like in
Yeah.
in non like, oh, we're just gonna like Americanize,
Everything.
like in a way that's like we're gonna like place all of our American people there. You know what I mean?
Like you can move there if you want.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's like you have connections and stuff. You move there.
I mean, you could be not American. You can live here as well.
yeah.
You just need the capital to do something like that.
I mean, you can
Yeah.
have that. You gotta have like a fucking wage budget of like a billion trillion.
You import American stuff. You buy what's it called? Counterfeit Japanese good from
Yes.
America.
That's exactly how it is.
Oh no, that would not be illegal.
Yeah,
at
that
all.
would be terrible.
I just wanted to like joke about like, Chinatown, America
Yeah.
Town.
Counterfeit American
Yeah.
goods. It's all made in house.
You know,
Ju-
it's been so long since I've been to a Chinatown or a Koreatown or whatever. Is there one in the state?
No.
No, of course not.
Okay.
Well, you think Charlotte's gonna have one?
Maybe. Probably.
No.
Maybe, no.
Wait, no, not at all actually.
God, our closest one is literally the Greensboro Super G market area.
Yeah, up here, yeah. No,
That's all we
there's
got.
like there is different kind.
Like in any
Raleigh
size.
and stuff, they have like a small, like a lot of East Asians and stuff there. Technically, in Raleigh, North Carolina,
Yeah.
and they have like community community areas and stuff like that. It's probably better than where we live technically.
Yeah.
Um,
God, man, that's
Charlotte. Nothing.
nothing.
The closest thing is have you got, you probably don't know about this at all, but like on the border between South Carolina and North Carolina, there's a place called South of the Border. Do you know about that?
No.
It's
think
pretty
I've heard
much
of it.
it's almost like a Mexican or Hispanic themed in a sense theme park. It's really run down with like some like large statues, buildings kind of things.
I'm going
and,
to
like,
Google this.
look it up because I keep on forgetting.
South of the border, right?
South of the border, yes.
We have to
It's-
visit now.
We-
You just gotta travel there. There's like camping sites and stuff. There's like
If
putt
we
putt.
ever start a
I don't know what else
vlog series, that will be the number one. Like
Thing we have to
that has
visit.
to be like an episode.
Like we went there. I was like we were driving to me and my girlfriend were driving to Charleston, South Carolina,
Yeah.
and it's like I keep on seeing these messages like on the highway. I keep on seeing all these billboards.
Yeah, the
for
South of the Border
South
billboards.
of the
I remember
boards
that
and
now.
stuff
Yeah.
like that, right? I was like, I wonder if we'll ever see it and stuff. and it's like, okay, I'm kind of getting low on gas. I need to get some gas. And there just happens to be the one I choose on my phone happens to be south of the border. It was pretty run down. Like, a driving gas station stuff. I can't even, like, the card reader won't work, so I have to go inside and stuff.
Oh my, yeah, that is very.
And the bathroom's all the way on the other side. They have a restaurant there. It kind of looks. No one's going there anytime soon, pretty much. I go to the bathroom, and there's like those weird stalls. Ever seen, like, I don't know if they have it in Spain, but at least in like Mexico, whatever. They have these stalls where it's almost like a complete wall and stuff, made of clay in a sense. Like, not stall. I mean, the urinals and stuff, right?
I think I know what you're talking
Whatever.
about.
It's really weird. There's also somebody cleaning and stuff. Around a little bit chubby, whatever. I can see his butt crack completely. I was like,
Yeah.
this is the south of the border experience right here.
Yeah, this is it, man.
It's quality.
I feel like, dude, that should be a YouTube series. The worst amusement park series.
Like, or just like not amusement, like maybe like partial amusement park, like
yeah, partial
touristy areas.
People
in a
have been
sense.
doing that stuff. Like, I visited the worst subway in my town. Worst rated subway in my town.
So it has to be something bigger, like we stay a week or something like that.
We stay a week at
Some
South.
people
Oh
do
no,
that
just
too.
a day, just a day.
I think that same person was doing like, I stayed at the worst rated motel
Oh, I wouldn't.
in my town.
I know
was
something like that. Oh, I don't want to do that. No.
I don't want to do that.
No.
Not a
Like, the
motel.
most-
I would do like the worst rated Burger King.
Oh no,
That's
not
even worse,
that.
too.
Come on. Like,
No,
that's
we're not
be
gonna eat
sick.
anything. We're just gonna like look at it or some shit.
Oh,
I don't know.
okay.
I mean, we've seen that. Where were we? I think we're in the mountains when we saw like. My dad wanted to go to like a fucking Burger King so fucking badly, and then we literally clicked on the first Burger King, and I was like, Dad, this is a 0.3 rating, like out of 5.
Yeah, it had like a 70% sanitation score or some shit like that.
Yeah, dude, like it was borderline like legal, and like the place was run down. Like I'm pretty sure like the shutters were all broken, and like
No.
nobody was fucking working.
We were on a. Was it mountains? I thought it was Virginia Beach.
It might have
around
been
then.
Virginia Beach. I don't know. It was funny. Like it was like, and then I remember Dad was just like, it was just not meant to be.
Yeah, I remember that.
Did you guys end up going into it? Or
No.
what?
We
Okay, that's
circled the drive-through like 3 times.
Like
and we
what's it
saw
called? The
everything
drive-through.
bad.
Like the road on the drive-through was like all cracked with holes
Oh.
and stuff. It was the oldest looking Burger King I've ever seen.
Yeah, it
It's
was
like-
really bad.
That's like the what's it called? Like there is an area in Charlotte, North Carolina, that's like international, like kind of like international, like small mall thing. Except when you go inside of it, there's like no air conditioning.
It's the
Oh,
place
that's the
where
one
you
we went.
get
Yeah,
the-
yeah,
you
yeah,
go
yeah,
to-
we
we went there.
Yeah. Or it's just completely run down inside. There's a fountain that's like has
Never
no
been
water.
on for years,
Yeah.
probably.
Yeah.
Like whole parking lot's completely cracked.
If you look
open.
at the ceiling, which has like a sunlight, like a sun thing, I'm pretty sure there's broken glass at the top of that thing
Oh,
too.
gosh.
I think is it always that we went there on a cloudy day, or is it like those windows are tinted?
I don't
Cloudy
know.
day, cloudy day.
Cloudy days.
But anyways, we should go to a bunch of places that are like kind of like themed in a sense,
Yeah.
and just like visit them. Just make
Hey
videos
man,
of that.
I would love to do one on Dollywood.
Of what?
Dollywood. Have you been to
It's
Dollywood?
in Tennessee.
It's in Tennessee. Went like what 3 or 4 times.
3 times.
What is that?
It's Dolly Parton, the country singer, I believe she is. She made herself a theme
Oh.
park
Oh wow.
in Tennessee.
in
Is
Tennessee.
it still open?
It's still open.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
it's open.
I just was researching it the other day. I was talking to my girlfriend because she said she'd never been. She kind of wanted to go 'cause she loves theme parks. She was like, she's like, you never told me you've been. I was like, I've been like 4 times. But they got rid of our favorite ride,
Sidewinder.
Sidewinder.
Love
man.
that ride,
It's like you
dude.
get on like this foam, like sack,
It's like a river raft.
like a river
or
raft thing,
Sorry.
and it's like you're luging. You know, like in the Olympics, like luge.
Oh, is that the you kind of like
You get
go
on like a
down the
sled
ice,
and you
the
go
sled-
down
yeah,
and you can turn to the side.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
it's all water, so you get soaked while doing that.
Oh.
And it's fun. And I remember
There's
my
the times he almost flipped.
times when the best one we ever had was when the employee got on with us.
Oh yeah.
She was like, "Okay, my shift's over, and it's quicker to go down this way. You boys getting on?" We were like, "Yes."
Hell yeah.
She knew how to hit those curves
Oh, wow.
perfectly. It was so
Perfectly,
much
man.
fun.
Dude.
She could
that was
like
sick.
just hit the curves like we're almost tipping over, but not.
Mm.
She was also like pretty big too, so we were going the fastest we have ever gone.
Oh yeah.
It was just the 3 of us. It was the best experience I've had at a theme park ever.
I was gonna say like leave out the context of the theme park completely.
Yeah.
That's just completely wrong.
That sounds horrible.
Yeah.
That sounds
No, just
horrible.
get all the curves. Big potty, pretty fast.
Damn.
Get it pretty fast. Yeah.
best
For
experience.
the 3 of us, yeah.
yeah.
That does sound amazing. That does sound really
But
amazing out of
They
college.
got rid of it. They said after 32 years of service, they got rid of it.
Yeah,
It
running
might have been
thing.
run down.
we should
It
do
was
that.
run down when I was watching videos from like 2011.
We
They're
should
just
do that.
patches.
Can I make a video of that?
Dollywood was fun though.
It was
like,
fun.
I remember as a kid, like it was like I was like, we're going to a theme park that isn't Disneyland
In Tennessee.
in Tennessee, and I was like, what?
And we'd always laugh about that one like hotel that's near there called like Gaylord
I
Hotels.
remember that. At the time, it was funny to make fun of that.
Yeah.
Let's just be honest here.
When you're like-
2006 was a weird time. Okay,
Yeah,
we are not discriminatory to anyone.
You're only 10 years old or so.
We were like 10. Oh my goodness. Dude, that was a... Yeah,
And the word gay wasn't like common in the modern vernacular
it's
for
not,
children.
We're not
You're
making
right.
fun of anybody in the LGBT community.
Yeah.
2006 was a weird time. Housing crisis was about to happen, and... Never mind.
I think we went mid housing crisis, didn't we?
Actually, I think we did go in... 09 was the second or third time we went.
Yeah.
I don't think we ever went after that. Actually, yeah, we stopped going. I think I remember making a list of all the places we went to year by year. 09 and 010 were like the times we never went anywhere.
Could have sworn we did.
Like if it was that, it would be like to the beach. Because the following year, 2011 was when we went to the Philippines.
That's the last time I went.
Holy shit! Really?
Yeah.
Fuck. I haven't been in 6 years.
I haven't been to Asia in
Has it been-
9 years.
Has it been 6 years?
2014,
Really? Oh,
yeah.
wow.
I haven't been back to
I was
Asia
supposed to go
in
this
general,
year,
man.
and then coronavirus.
Yeah, I remember that, yeah.
Oh fuck! I need to go call Delta though. I need to get a full refund.
Of your plane ticket?
Because I only have a voucher right now, but it's like I can't. The flights are not available.
Yeah. Last time I talked about my top 3.
Oh, yeah, you have to talk about your
Dude,
top
we have
three.
to. Yeah, we're gonna edit this shit.
No, it's okay. No. I already said, whatever. Who are my top 3? I kind of have like, I guess for me it's a top 4 in a sense, because it's kind of difficult. It's difficult to rank some of them. It's like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
which one's more beneficial in a sense?
Which is beneficial. Also,
I think
What do you
I
prefer?
think we. To be honest, I think you did yours list style. I did mine like prior, like I guess like tier wise.
I just did general sense my top 3.
Yeah.
Because it's
Alright.
like, at any point, if I wanted to move, I could. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Mine are, in a sense, of course, like Michael. Mine is very common to Michael in a sense. Like Japan, Canada, and then from there, I have 2 more technically. I have Singapore,
Singapore,
just
yeah,
overall,
I was
generally
considering
good.
that,
And then South Korea, technically.
Okay.
Because South Korea, kind of booming, although work culture, maybe not as good technically, because they work a lot. Not saying it's bad to work a lot, it's just a matter of just overworking.
Yeah.
Do they? So is it like Japan's where like their work schedules are like insane?
A little bit so, yeah. And everything's based off of hierarchy in a
Yeah,
sense of
the
like
hierarchy
how
is
long you've been
definitely
there.
like one thing that they have.
But they're also like technically less nice in a lot of cases.
Oh yeah,
But,
yeah.
But their technology is very good. Their healthcare and so forth is also very good, even when you're older and stuff.
Yeah.
Much nicer than America, always. Good food as well.
That's like, if we're freaking ranked by food, man.
Yo,
I
food
need to change
is-
my list.
yeah.
Well, here's the thing. I can't say that because like Spain's already number 1.
Oh, really?
I love. I
You
love
never
Spanish
had- or-
cuisine.
Oh, I guess.
Paella is so good.
You've never been to South Korea. That's one
I
thing.
haven't. To be fair, the best Korean food I had, it was literally a KBBQ, and that's not even like
It wasn't even good KBBQ.
that wasn't
to be
even good
honest.
KBBQ.
That was like
Yeah.
California.
So I haven't even yet seen the
extent.
possibilities of how good Korean food is yet.
Actually,
Yeah.
no, the best Korean food I had was the Nick special.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Damn. Some big
Right there.
props.
Oh, that's technically like American fusion in a sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean,
What I
I will
made.
say like I know so little.
I know so little
of the Korean
food.
cuisine.
Yeah.
For me, I love the Mediterranean cuisine.
Mediterranean's number 1
yeah.
cuisine.
It
for
is
me.
so good. So that's why. Actually, I would say though there was a 4th I had considering in my list, and it was the Philippines. Until I realized that they're putting that law.
Dude,
that
the
might
Philippines,
pass.
Like, It just scares me, man.
Yeah, it's scary over there now. It's like
No,
I
it's
don't
always been to me. Like with
Well,
how much you have
but-
to bribe the cops and how much power they have.
I mean, that's the thing, and I realized like how like they don't really have much freedom at this point. If the new bill that or law that they're passing, I think this month passes.
Wait, what law are they?
I think it's like
passing?
an anti-terrorist.
It's an anti-terrorist thing, but it's basically what's happening in Hong Kong. They're basically getting rid of free speech.
Yeah. So no
Oh, wow.
memes against the against
The
like, the
Duterte.
government.
Oh wow.
No, you can't say anything in the press. You can't. And also here's the thing. Here's the caveat. Like it's like if you even try to explain yourself like, oh, we were not attacking the government, they will just assume like, oh, but no, we interpret it as you did, so you're going to jail.
But also
Like,
at the same
fucked up.
time, is it does it work in the sense of do you have to be in the Philippines? Because in China and with Hong Kong's case,
Yeah.
you don't have to be in the country
Yeah.
to be able to like if you spew something like
yeah,
negative
that's how they did it
outside the
with-
country,
Yeah.
and you go to Hong Kong, you can be arrested.
Well, I mean, I would assume
it's the
it's same way,
in the
but at the
Philippines.
same but we're talking about
Yeah.
if I wanted to live there,
Okay.
right? So that would be the reason why I would say like I could not live there. I feel like I talk way too much.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like I would be a sort of
a target.
a target.
You just don't post anything about it, I guess.
I don't know. Like I'm not gonna say like I'm pro social justice and like I'm a warrior and shit like that. I can't say that because I can't. I can't.
Yeah.
But there are like I feel like if you even like let's say you go on like a social media and you like retweet something or you repost something, I'm
Oh
sure.
yeah, you
they'll
can
find
get
you.
got for that.
Yeah. So I wouldn't.
For me, it's like-
it's been scratched off my list.
It's like a matter of like principle and like ethics. Like I don't think I could live there and not say anything, or
Yeah.
just not do
Yeah,
anything because
hard
it's
to-
like it's just so wrong.
Yeah. Because like I mean the fact that like if you're in your own property, and they assume that you're doing something wrong, they'll just go ahead and arrest you. So it's a little scary. I wouldn't.
Won't go to the Philippines anytime soon.
I don't want to.
I don't want
Yeah.
to. Yeah.
I'd rather not.
At this point. Yeah.
At this point. So I'm a little glad that I didn't go this year, but at the same time, like, that was the last chance.
Yeah.
For a good time. Although I did hear that, I mean, now this can't provoke, I mean, you know, any kind of, like, collusion or some shit, but I did hear that he cannot go for re-election, because that's
Yes,
not,
he cannot go
that
for
is just how it works over there.
One-term elections.
It's a one-term election, you can't go 2 terms, 3 terms.
Yeah. Unless you're like Putin.
See, that's what I'm saying, like, it's not like Putin.
Oh yeah, okay, that's good.
But the thing is that he can just go appoint like a friend, to be
Yeah.
honest.
Yeah.
Like, he can like promote him and they'll win it.
I know the biggest problem too is news. He shut down his opposing
Oh yeah.
news organization.
You
Oh,
completely
yeah.
shut down the news organization stuff. So
That
like,
criticized them.
yeah, so like the news can't criticize him anymore, pretty much
Yeah.
for
I mean,
anything, and that's also kind of bad for the country in a sense.
it is.
But when he leaves office, are you technically allowed to make fun of him then, since he's not the president anymore? Are you
wonder.
No, the thing is, you probably can, but what's it called? Whoever's gonna replace him will probably just get you.
Oh.
I mean, yeah, because it would be just a colleague or some shit.
It's a colleague, and he'll just be like, he'll just call him up and be like, "Hey, this guy called me a bitch. Arrest him."
Oh wow.
Yeah.
He could do that.
I feel like that would happen. So yeah, the Philippines. Don't want to go.
Oh fuck, that's horrible.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like I've been so detached anyway, from, which is so weird to me. Like, it feels odd to feel so detached from that.
I feel way detached, especially since I haven't been in like 9 years.
I know, no, meaning like just even like Philam culture, it's been
Yeah,
it's,
like
we've been really detached. Like we don't go
I-
to parties.
I go to like youth things, and I'm just like, it just feels weird.
No, trust me, it's more weirder when like they're all like for like say student organizations in colleges.
Mhm.
It's like they will try to promote Filipino American sort of like culture, but it's like I don't know. I feel like they do it in a way that's a little bit not the same as you would think as it is. It's not like you're embracing it. But I don't know. I've only been like for a whole year, and that was it.
I went to like the first meeting, and I was just like, this ain't for me. It's like it wasn't like cliquey or anything. I just felt like, eh.
I mean, okay, for me it was clicky. It was straight up clicky. It was like so.
Yeah, that's how your college was.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of how it is.
For me, it's just like I'm sure we can hang out. It's just a club to hang out,
Yeah, get to know people.
meet new people.
You see, that's how some of the other organizations were at my university. But it's like now it's just like
That's how our Japanese club was and stuff, pretty much.
Yeah.
Just getting to know each other in a sense. Not really worrying about it. There's a few kind of cliques in a sense, but not really like
yeah.
stringent. I could talk to anybody if I really wanted to, without even knowing them.
Like the main reason why I was just going to Nihon Club though was just the extra credit, man.
That's the only reason you don't want to interact with people and stuff. Talk.
I didn't know too many people
told
there,
you,
and
man.
all the
It's
people
so
who
easy.
I hung out with didn't go, except for one guy, just
Really?
Min.
You still meet people and stuff. Gotta get out there.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, I just chill with him the whole
Have fun.
time.
I guess that was easier for me because I knew people there. A lot of people there.
I knew
Anyways.
like no one there. Sure, I guess yeah. I met someone. I became friends with someone, and that's about it.
All right. I got you. I think next time we should talk about like our top 3 like country foods or something like that.
For
Dude,
the
yeah.
next episode,
Yeah,
dude.
next episode.
In the next
On.
episode, yo, we should record like an intro because I feel like we started this podcast kind of like, all right, let's just go to the get go.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
should we? I mean, I can just with editing, I can just swap it and move it to the front.
Well, have you been like listing what we've been saying?
Yeah,
talking
kind
about?
of. The best to my ability.
So we can,
Why?
on this episode, we discuss the housing crisis.
Our top 3 escape countries. What
Tall
else?
people.
Tall people.
Odd sports.
Oh my goodness.
Banking / the economy / Bitcoin. Our 3 top locations that we want to move. Once America not accidentally, actually probably on their own terms, burns down.
I was gonna say like our escape countries.
Our
like,
escape countries, yeah.
I feel like that would be a cool like feature for every episode at this point to have. Let's have a top 3 thing to either close out or have like a to focus on, I guess.
Top 3 sports.
Just because that's content. Every fucking podcast is just like, yo, what's the top? Or a clickbaity title.
We got all the clickbait titles. Don't worry about that.
We'll do a top 3, top 5. I think I can give I think I'm safe with a 5.
I could do 5 for like food. Hell yeah, I could do 5.
Oh yeah.
Food or like the overarching one.
Like culture.
Like let's say like Mediterranean and then like let's say halal and all these.
I feel like overarching ones are a bit OP.
Little
Because like if you say like Mediterranean, you got Spain.
okay,
you got
yeah,
Greece,
okay,
you got
let's-
Italy.
Okay, let's be okay. Let's get
Yeah,
let's
but
be
like
okay.
it's still like you can like still specify a generalized like.
I think you have to be more specific than just say Mediterranean's number 1.
Yeah, I agree upon that.
Okay, so
yeah,
we
that's
go
different.
like Spanish, Italian,
Yeah.
Greek sort of thing.
You have to kind of choose that.
Damn.
If I had
hard,
to
bro.
say like visiting country best food I've had,
Wait, no, we saving that for
Don't
the
talk
next-
about it, Michael. Don't talk about it.
How long have you been going?
It's about over an hour now.
a bit over an hour.
Where is the timer?
I don't know if you have to leave by like 5.
Yeah, I can stay for a little bit longer, but I should
Okay.
probably head out soon and stuff. So.
Oh no, it's right there. It's okay. It's been an hour.
Yeah, it's been a little over an hour now. About an hour and
Should
10
we
minutes
record
or
a
so.
little intro real quick, just as in post, sort of, to be like.
Next time. Oh.
No, I mean for this episode, we have to do like a little introductory thing. Because I feel like we just jumped in. I think Michael was like jumped in.
I just jumped in.
Yeah. Or we'll just do a better job next time. How about that?
We just do it better next time.
We'll make them a.
do it.
I feel like
time.
next time would probably be a bit more solid. We just need to come up with an intro beforehand.
Yeah, we can do that.
Audio recordings. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do.
Okay.
We could use a
What?
what's it called? Royalty free.
Royalty free pack.
Lo-fi
We
music.
got an artist right here, okay, Michael?
That's No, okay. To be fair, I could.
You could,
I
yeah.
just need $700 worth of equipment. Just kidding.
Oh gosh.
I'm joking.
Sponsor us, Squarespace or Raid Shadow Legends, so we can have better equipment.
Yeah, we need better equipment. We need a full studio.
You know what's so funny?
We'll have an outdoor patio studio.
There we go.
That's gonna be so small in our apartment if we go to
What do you mean, our
like
podcast location?
an apartment patio.
Still works.
Someone for the
technically.
second floor.
Yeah, like we're on the second floor.
Like outside, like this, like like that.
It could still work technically.
We
yeah.
could. Whoever's with the laptop will be inside though.
Yeah, or like.
I'm just gonna be on the inside.
No, I can still like.
Audio levels
Oh
too.
yeah. Everything's looking good, guys.
Keep going.
No, like have a cell phone to call them.
Yeah.
Everything's good. You're clear to go. You have like an open sign on the what's it called? You have kind of like a store open sign.
No,
on
we're
the,
recording. We're recording on the balcony.
It's like
Yeah,
on air.
That's what I meant. Like you're recording on the balcony. You have a window slide door, whatever, right? The what's it called? The microphone is like partly like the door is like partly opens, like the cords from the microphone
Yeah.
go out.
Yeah.
You have an open sign instead of like a live sign and stuff for like a store.
Yeah.
Just like as jank as possible.
You have somebody watching TV in the background and stuff.
You hear just people talking that's outside.
Yeah, you're like
The funnier, no, dude. We like. What if we recorded video
yeah.
too? And it's just like and it was just us in this most scuffed build
Yeah.
ever.
And then we just say hi to the neighbors every now and
What's
then.
up, guys?
Hey man, what y'all doing?
Your roommate kind of like part goes in. It's like, what are you guys doing? Shut up, John. Get back inside.
Get back inside. You were supposed to make pancakes for us. Dude, oh,
we
man.
agreed. You get a 2% cut if you make the pancakes.
We've been good going.
Okay.
I mean, I can just cut at whatever time.
Oh man, I love that.
All right.
I wanted it as like a clip or something like that.
Yeah.